Do 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 do.
So tonight's very masculine job is using power tools to cut steel. In the course of pulling out some old fences and old garden beds, I've ended up with a whole lot of leftover star pickets that are in pretty good shape. Most of them are in pretty good shape anyway, but there's a handful that have been damaged in the process. It's not altogether surprising. It's they get bent and they get crushed and they basically become unusable as star pickets, which is annoying because there's a lot of good metal in them. So what I've done is I pulled out the angle grinder for the second time ever, and I've cut those bent ones into some shorter lengths and sharpened them up and turned them into these, which look like the sort of things you might find in a medieval blacksmith, or that might be the sort of thing that I need in a zombie apocalypse. But I've cut a whole heap of those and basically just made a collection of short metal stakes. And they themselves are quite versatile. In fact, you can buy them like that, and they're quite expensive. So I'm quite pleased with my thriftiness here. But they come in handy for all sorts of things, as I'm sure you could probably imagine. I mean, anything that requires a low stake, like a low retaining wall, or even some garden edging, quite handy. But our plan, or at least my plan with these, is to use them as some marker pegs, because one of the jobs, I'm sure I'll show you soon enough, is another orchard. We've ordered a whole heap of fruit trees, and we're going to espalier them along the top of the property where it gets a lot of sun. But I've got to do some prep work first because I'm wanting to do it all myself. So I'm going to mark out where the posts need to go, get some string lines up and that sort of thing. And so these are going to be very handy. So these are looking good. Get back on the tools and keep doomsday prepping.
Do 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 do.